Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Socrates. I am a father before anything else, and after that I am a full-time futures trader. And I've been doing this for almost about a decade now, so here is my story to you. I am someone who I was not born into money. I grew up to a hardworking family. My father always owned his own flower shop and worked multiple other jobs to provide for our family. My mother had left me at the age of 5 to choose the path of drug use. And, it did cause some turmoils within my life growing up, and did it cause me to have some emotional problems, some codependency with drug issues. I've had suffered all those issues. Growing up, I really had no support system. And the reason being why I'm so open about this is because your past is never going to determine your future. What determines your future is your mind and how you think and react to anything that happens in your life, because life happens. And there's nothing we can really do other than how we react to such circumstances when these things occur. And in trading, it's going to take you to be able to be fully at peace with yourself. If you want to become a trader, you really need to change the entire way you think and live your life. And that's why people have a hard time getting to that profitable stage on a consistent basis, because at least for me in my journey in the beginning stages, I would make profit. And the issue is I wanted more, because I would sit there and I would compare my trades to other people, and I would no longer be proud or happy about the success that I was having in my beginning stages. So here's what I would do. If I, as a beginner trader, if I had to start from scratch, and what I would tell my younger self to alleviate pain and loss, this is the method for beginning traders, especially if you're going the prop route, if you're going through the prop firm route. Take it slow. There's one thing I always ask every time I'm live in my community and we have new members that join the live sessions is, can you say it's easy to make $200 a day trading in the futures market? And majority of people, they say yes. And it baffles me to still find out that, when they tell me yes, that it's easy to make $200 a day, why we're still not profitable on a consistent basis. And the only reason is because we want more. Now, as I just asked before, is what is something I would do or tell myself as a beginner trader at the stage I am now to help me become profitable? And it would be to take it slow. When I used to work all day long, 10, 12-hour shifts for 150, maybe 200 after tips if I was lucky. So I had to kind of change my mindset to humble me, to not get upset when I just made a $200 or a $500 trade, and not compare when I would see someone else make a $10,000 trade and not get upset. And that is something that really I struggled with in my beginning stages. Is I would make my profits, and at first I would be, yes, I did good. But as soon as I would see somebody else did better than me, all my progress went out the window, and ultimately it just put more depression and sadness and just, I'm gonna quit this all in my heart. I had to change the entire way I thought. I woke up every day and I started doing push-ups. And if I could do that every day for 30 days straight, I'm gonna start to build habits. And trading is no different. You need to build that kind of intuition. And again, that'll come to you in time along in your journey. It's no different than you trying to learn or master any other skill. And how I found my profitability is listening to myself and listening to my original thoughts. Don't have that anticipation and fear, which ultimately, we either miss trades or get overwhelmed, the FOMO, or even fear of missing out, or fear of not doing good enough, or just ultimately all this fuckery in our brain. This is why mindset is key to trading and anything that you're going to do. If we're going the prop route, if we're trying to get funded, we're trying to get an eval, live payouts. If we can say it's easy to make $200 a day, then that should be your profit target for 30 days. And if you can consistently make $200 a day for 30 days, now I'm not saying you're not going to have any low losing trades, because you most likely will. It's have a plan. For me personally, in my trading style, this is how it goes. It's not by percentages. If I have 2 losing trades back to back, my trading day is done. If I continue to trade after those 2 losses, I deserve to lose, because I'm breaking a rule that I know in my head that I created for myself. And the only reason I would lose is because I didn't listen to what I already told myself and what I told myself from the beginning of the day that I'm going to do. And this is something that a lot of people struggle with, and what I struggled with in my beginning stages, especially when on these prop challenges. In the back of my mind, oh, I can reset for $45, so whatever happens, happens. And that's a toxic mindset. And I guarantee you, a lot of people comment below how much money you've spent personally on resets in your prop eval accounts, and then sit there and tell me you can make $200 a day easily. We just had a challenge in my community, and a couple people did do it, where for 30 days, all we did was target $200 profit. That was it, no more, no less. And we had the same loss systems that I have. If we have 2 losing trades in our day, your trading day should be done. And the people that stayed, there's a couple people that didn't stay true and consistent through the 30 days, because it's very hard to just only profit $200. First of all, it's not about making the money. It's not about the profit. It's about you being able to listen to yourself. Like, okay, I just made this trade. I made $200 within my system, within the 1 trade to 2 trade limits that I wanted to take. And I'm going to walk away now. How could you lose? You really listen to what I just said. How could you lose if you realistically follow your plan? Even with your losing trades, you should still end out on top. Now, we had 2 members, 1 member specifically, where she took notes. She took the challenge and process very serious. And she, from the first to the end of the month, she left her account with over $6,000, and she was able to pay off a loan. But even better than that, she gave herself confidence, because for 30 days straight, she proved to herself that she can stay consistent and listen to herself, not let greed come in this year and say, take another trade, or not let the devil come in here and say, oh, keep looking at the screens. She made the $200 a day, was not greedy, and she left the day. After a month, she had $6,000 profit. Now, majority of people have issues with money. What would $6,000 do for you right now? It's just your mindset and your reality has been distorted to what trading really is. You go on Instagram and you see people making $5,000, $10,000 trades within seconds or in minutes. Which, yeah, it's true. These traders, some of them are actually doing that. But they're on their chapter 20, chapter 30, chapter 100. They too, just like me, we're at the stage that you guys are mostly in, going on YouTube, trying to find knowledge, trying to find a mentor, trying to buy signals, this, that, and the other. It's the journey. It's you have to fail in order to grow, and trading is it'll teach you. This is why people can't get in it, because we start losing all this money. Fuck, man, I got bills. I got life. I can't sit here and continuously take these risks knowing I got kids, or knowing I gotta pay my rent. Take it slow and realize it's once you have that intuition and that inner confidence with what you're doing in your system and strategy, the money, I promise you, the money will follow. But don't expect within your first year of trading, especially if you're a beginner with zero knowledge, please do not expect to be making $1,000 trades on a daily basis. Your main goal right now is to preserve your capital. Your main goal should be to understand what style you like, what market you like to trade in, what time zone, what time frame you like. Do you like supply and demand? What you need to find out who you are as a trader and who you are as a person. And trading will do that to you. It's going to put you right in front of yourself. Can you handle that? Most people can't sit in a room alone with just them and their thoughts. And trading, you need to be that person that can sit there and say, only listening to yourself, I just made $500. What can we do now? My mind's thinking, oh, it's only 10 o'clock and I made $500. I got nothing to do for the rest of the day. People either, one, continue to trade, or they will close the screen and be like, oh, that was a pretty good day. Now what? Now you can go chase your dreams, chase your hobbies, because trading, it's I'm not doing it for the money. I do it for the money because money is a tool, but I use that tool to create freedoms around in my other life. So I like to trade so I can go on endless trips and not have to worry about my bank account. I like to trade because at 12 o'clock, I don't like a boss or anyone telling me that I can't work out right now. I like to trade because if my daughter has any issues, I can go leave my office and go sit with my daughter and work with her. To me, this is real wealth and real freedom. It's when we sit on YouTube and Instagram and you see all these influencers and gurus sitting behind their Lamborghinis, their Ferraris, their Rolexes, their this, their that. It's no longer a trading game. It's now you're focusing on the lifestyle. And it's putting so much extra pressure on you to win. You're no longer focusing on the process. You're no longer focusing on trying to build you as a trader and build your system. And I really promise you, trading, is not a gamble, but it will be a gamble to majority of people because of just the way they think. You need to switch the way you think to become profitable. It's that easy. Now, on the technical side of trading, guys, if you have been in my live trading community, you know how I feel about the technical side of trading. I mean, I'm someone who less is best and more is stress. When I look to put more implementations on my trading, that's when the fear comes in. That's when the anticipation and the second guessing in my original thoughts comes. Where as to, I have my system, I see my system, I enter my system. And if my system works in my favor, awesome, good job, kudos to me. If my system goes against me and not in my favor, okay, well, my thesis and my point of view was not correct, because in trading, all we are ever seeing is our perspective and our point of view, which is probably not even the case or what's going on or actually behind the scenes in trading, which is the funny part. Because for me, I realized trading, the only thing that's ever happening is buying and selling. Us retail traders are going to look to put so much implementations like, oh my God, these FEGs showed up. Oh, I have to wait for the order block to hit this resting liquidity for me to enter a trade, and it has to hit this key level and retest. Bullshit. You think a big banker and institutions are looking at trading like that? Big bankers buy good levels or no levels at all. And what that probably means is a good supply and demand level where you might call it liquidity. I call it buying at the bottom and selling at the top, which I know it sounds super cliche, but trading is as simple as that. I am a firm believer that majority of people need more of a reason, or they think more is happening behind the scenes. And this is where people sell courses and they sell signals, because it's not that you lack knowledge. There's a lot of misinformation in this world. It's money, there's people that are bad, there's people that have good hearts. And when you're working with money, realistically, the only way to ever make money in life is by what, people? Selling something to somebody else. Yes, I do have a monetized Discord community. I don't sell any courses. Everything that I do when I teach in the Socratic method, and I trade my system live. We always have open mics. You can ask questions in real time while the trades are playing out. I try to explain my entries and my exits as we go along in real time. But ultimately, guys, trading comes down to what you decide to do within yourself and on your spare time. Are you someone that when you just worked all day, you're going to go out and feel bad for yourself and sorry that life sucks, and you're just going to go to the bar and hang out with your boys and smoke a blunt or play video games? Don't wonder why you're not successful. Now, if you're someone who life sucks, no one's coming to save us, but you go to work, and after work, you're using your free time to invest in yourself, to better yourself, gain access to more knowledge, to understanding what you want to do, and then putting it to work, and then consistently acting on what you want to do and dream and become. It takes discipline. And this is where people get flustered in trading, but not just in trading, in any part of success in the world. It's People don't have what it takes or the drive to stay consistent and disciplined day in and day out. And, you know, I really hate that people say, oh, trading, it's not just in trading. It's in every aspect of life. You know, we as humans, we are very emotional beings. You know, we act on our emotions when and probably you guys can relate to this, where the heart says one thing, the mind says the other. I'm a firm believer that almost everybody alive knows what the right thing to do is and what the wrong thing to do is, but we have the confliction with the heart and the mind listening to each other. Trading, you need to have them as one. Your mind and your heart cannot be fighting with each other. You need to be able to be at peace with yourself and listen to yourself, respect yourself enough to listen to what you are saying to yourself. We come into this world alone and we die alone. And if you can't even sit with yourself and listen to yourself and respect yourself realistically, what are you doing? You know, and this is another issue that I think helped me find my profitability in trading. As I said, in my beginning stages, I would go through cycle of loss, of repetition, of doing the same thing over and over again, which was not in my favor. And I really came to a point in my life where, wow, am I in control of myself? And I really started to second guess a lot of things in life, and it caused some pretty major depression, to be honest. And it came to a point where, okay, I have a plan and I'm gonna try to do this for 5 days straight. And then I would do it for 5 days straight. And then after that 5 days, I would do it again. And then I would do it again. I would give myself these short time frame goals to kind of fix my dopamine levels, to be proud of myself. And after me doing that for a month and then 2 months time, something in myself was starting to change, and I was starting to get more confident in my abilities to do what I set myself out to do, or I'm doing what I say I'm going to do. And this is what it takes to become a professional or a profitable trader. And again, I hate how people make it seem that it's just trading, that where you need to be this kind of person, because ultimately you should want to be this kind of person without being a trader. You know, it's have that common decency, have that love and respect for yourself, and be selfish with yourself. As I said, we are born alone and we die alone. And guys, come on, be selfish with your success and invest in you. Right now, what am I doing? I'm sitting here making a YouTube video, and I'm trying to awaken the mass majority of people to what was really happening in the financial world, to the stock market world, to the futures market, and kind of get people excited to get into it. Because, you know, when we grow up in school, they teach us how to write checkbooks. I don't know if you've ever been to home and to home economics class. They teach you how to write checkbooks. They teach you how to pay your bills, but they don't teach you how to save money. They don't teach you how to do taxes. They don't teach you how to create revenue or money. And that's a scam. It's a fraud. It's a bullshit. And yeah, guys. So my name is Socrates. This is, again, the beginning of my YouTube journey. I said in my last video, I will start posting more videos and content for you guys. So again, comment below what this video means to you and what you guys would like to see from me moving forward. Again, guys, I've been doing this for about a decade. I really enjoy doing what I do. Outside of trading, I am a life coach. I coach soccer for the youth league. I actually teach my daughter's team every season. I'm a motivational speaker. I go around to public schools in poverty, and I kind of promote financial wealth or self-wealth. And this is really what I enjoy doing, people. I grew up not having the easiest life, and I'm here to show people that have been through somewhat similar stances, that your past is not going to determine your future. What's going to determine your future is what you decide to do right now. And can you stay consistent and disciplined in chasing your dreams and following your ideas to success? Nothing in life is handed out for free, and nobody is coming to save you. Trading will wake you up in ways you didn't even want to be woken up. On that note, thank you for watching the video. Give me a like and subscribe, guys. We'll be live from Tuesday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time to around 12 in my Discord community. So if you're looking to see how I actually trade in real time, join us in, people. I love you all. Thank you for listening in.